Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and welcome to This Week in WoW for the week of October 12th. As always, we'll start off with the Mythic Plus affixes for the week. This week we have Tyrannical, Spiteful, Necrotic, and Tormented. Again, that's Tyrannical, Spiteful, Necrotic, and Tormented. This is a week that some people might not like just because it's Tyrannical and Necrotic. These are just two affixes that people don't tend to like. However, it's since it isn't fortified, right, or bolstering with necrotic or anything like that, necrotic for regular keys isn't too bad on non-fortified because you're able to kind of kill everything fast enough, usually. Obviously, the higher keys you go, that becomes an issue. That's why they, especially the high-end community doesn't like necrotic because it becomes an issue whether it's fortified or not. Tyrannical, people, again, just don't like tyrannical, but it's actually been proven not to be that bad in this expansion with the change to the way that they're doing the secondary affixes. They changed where they're lining up, and so once that happens, it's not as bad. So it's kind of a medium week, I'd say. For regular keys, it's going to be plenty easy. Spiteful, obviously, you can deal with that just by being a ranged player, or of course, just being careful as a melee. Not too bad. I would say a medium week when I factor in high end people, and just kind of a normal fine week for just doing your regular 15s or weekly keys or whatever. So let's go ahead and talk about what's going on in the game this week. This week we do have the pet battle bonus event, the most important bonus event that there is. I am kidding, but there are people who do enjoy pet battles, so you can go ahead and participate in that if you want. We also have the PvP Brawl Deep 6 going on. Just, again, PvP Brawls every week in this expansion. So that's something you can always do for honor. It gives a good amount of honor in those brawls. But it's a bit of a slog grinding honor right now. Probably the most interesting thing this week, which is not normal for a holiday to be the most interesting thing, but is Hollow's End will be starting up. And that starts on the 18th, at least on NA. And Hollow's End starting up, and this is, one of the better holidays. We go from Brewfest, we have like a week off, and then Hollow's End starts up. This is another good holiday. You have the Headless Horseman, you have the mount you can farm, the cool little items. There's stuff to do on alts. This is, a lot of times, the way I view if a holiday is good or not is kind of like the new player experience. And the new player experience for like Brewfest is really good. New player experience for Hollow's End is really good. You go to the little pumpkins and the inns, and it even gives you experience and stuff like that. Honestly, if I ever had a friend that would never played before that might want to try playing, I would try to get them to play during one of those holidays where there's actually stuff for them to do that makes it feel like an RPG essentially. And so this is another one of those really good events in my opinion. So we'll have that going on for a while until the end of the month, starting at the end of this week. Other than that, we did get down KT, so we're on to Mythic Sylvanas in my guild. You have seen those videos posted possibly of the kill videos. Not much else posted because there's literally nothing going on in the game right now. Unfortunately, it's very unfortunate actually. But so we are doing our Mythic Sylvanas progression. We're almost to the intermission phase already, which I say already because it takes a lot of guilds some time to get there, and we're pretty casual. So I'm pretty happy with the speed at which we're getting there. We're pretty dang close to not only pushing it, but pushing it at the correct time. So, I don't know if it'll be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, how long it'll be, but hopefully we'll get her down and then start farming the mounts for everybody up who wants to continue to play and stuff like that. And yeah, it might even be before patch 9.1.5 that we get this down, so that would be pretty cool. Everyone comes back for patch 9.1.5 to do their mage tower and stuff, and keep clearing the raid, get everyone all their full gear and stuff from like KT and Sylvanas. That would be fun. In a casual Mythic guild, if you don't know, sometimes you don't get to farm the last bosses enough to actually get like the best gear. You might kill the last boss one time if it's a really hard raid tier for your guild or whatever. So it'll be pretty cool to be able to have a little bit of farming time in this patch at least. Other than that, I've been playing, again, I mentioned this last week, I've been trying to play on my alts a little bit. I've been mostly focusing on my boomkin for whatever reason, but I've been trying to play on my alts a little bit to kind of get him ready for the mage tower. Because if you complete all the different challenges, you will get a mount reward. And I do kind of want to get that, so I've been trying to work on that. I haven't been doing it enough, frankly. I've been being distracted with other things, like even during my gaming time, like at night, I'm like distracted to go play another game or whatever, or yeah, basically that. So I need to focus more on that because I do want to get all those Mage Tower challenges done. So I would say that's something, if you are interested in doing that. I don't know how hard it'll be. Maybe it will be so easy that you can just do it in like general gear that you have when you ding 60 or something. But that is something that I am thinking about, and that I want to get into gear for. I know my brain will, once they actually announce the date for the patch, my brain will probably kick into gear more there. But I do need to get some gear on a few of my characters because they're level 60, but they don't have anything, and I'd prefer it to be easy as possible when I'm doing these Mage Tower challenges. And hopefully, I personally predict they won't be skilled super hard for this run at least, because this isn't a previously in the Legion you were able to just finish the Mage Tower challenges later on in the expansion when you just had a ton of gear. Since this is only a 2-week period, I do think it'll be tuned a little bit easier. Hopefully it's not too easy. I don't want it to be a breeze or anything, but I hope it's more reliant on mechanics than actual like damage that you have to put out or healing that you have to put out, etc. Like that may be more reliant on your gear. So that is what I'm hoping for. So other than that, nothing to talk about. Waiting for a patch date. I still would say at this point I would not say the last week of October because we're only 2 weeks out. It would have to be announced probably tomorrow if that were the case. So I guess it's possible. But last week of October or middle November is still my guess. As of now, there's no point of changing that guess. I just think it'll be before the holidays. If you don't know, they take a pretty long holiday break. So they tend to like to get patches out before that. So that way they can just relax for the most part. Obviously fix some bugs or something here and there, but so they can mostly relax for their holiday vacation and then come back in like January or whatever and start getting to things again. So I do think that if not, it'll probably be after the holidays, which would be, that would be bad. So I'm definitely hoping I'm correct there. But that's about it for this video. As always, I do ask you to please subscribe to the channel because it helps me out so much. And other than that, everybody, have a good one.